Hello guys, today I bring you a gold farm video. Quite a classic farm. This is a really popular farm. Over the years, people still do it. It consists of getting 2 pets that you get from the same mob. So you have to kill these little dragons here. These are level 30. They don't re-scale further. So you can just farm them easily on any character that has all you need is a bit of move speed, so obviously the druid is great for this. And you can do this farm either solo or with a group, but the difference is barely noticeable, so I usually recommend you to do it solo, just because building a group sometimes it takes time, and sometimes you gotta find the people to do it, right? So doing it solo is already pretty good. So these little dragons, they are here on the wetlands area, more specifically around this green area below the road, and you can probably get some of them also on top of the road, but I'll recommend you to stay around this area because this is usually enough to keep farming them, right? So they drop 2 pets. They do also drop some other stuff such as a bit of raw gold and some transmogs, but most of the transmogs, to be honest, they are quite irrelevant. I wouldn't even sell them on the auction house, most of them. I would just vendor them or throw them away because the value is too low, right? But you still get a little bit of raw gold, and also you can skin them if you want to go for that, because sometimes they'll give you medium leather, which is not too bad, right? But for the most part, I'll just not bother myself with that, and I'll just go for the pets, because the pets are really the valuable thing here. So the pets here, they really vary depending on realm, right? And there are usually not that many. Like for example here, this one, the Dark Welding, you can see it's it's basically 4 of them, because these are basically kind of the same thing, right? And you can see, for example, this one is a bit more expensive and it has a lower sell rate, and this one is just cheaper and it has a higher sell rate, but they are pretty much the same thing. So long story short, most of the times this type of items can be sold by double the amount of gold in just another realm, right? So for example in here, if you see this on 10k as it is now, I will just not sell it on 10k. I will move it to another realm and try to sell it on 20 or 30k, because there's usually many where the lowest price is around that, right? And the sell rate, well, it's a slow market, like most old content and pets overall. They do sell slow. They do sell slow, like transmogs and that type of stuff. But it usually pays off on the long run. Like the average gold per hour is usually higher than if you're doing materials, right? So yeah, that's what I will do. I will just move it to a better realm, right? Just keep that in mind, because otherwise it might not be worth it in your current realm, right? So always keep that in mind, right? So this is one of the pets that you can get from this farm. Now the other one is very similar. Actually, let's look at how this one looks, right? It just looks like the dragon itself, right? I was about to say it's slightly darker, but like not really. It's literally, yeah, I would say it's literally the same color, right? So they can drop this, but they can also drop this one, which I will say it's even cooler, this one, right? Because this is the same but like red, like more dragon style, I guess, more dragon style, right? And yeah, this one, then again, the region sale average is pretty close to the other one. Around the other one was 9k, this is 7k, but the region sale rate is higher, right? So in my realm, the cheapest is already 20k. You can easily sell this for 20k or 30k, just as easy as you will sell it for 10k. Because here's the thing with these things, they take a while to sell. They really take a while to sell. They'll take months on average, and you can expect that them to sell quite slow. But the thing that not many people know is that most of the times you are gonna sell it as fast for 20k, let's say, on a realm where you are selling it the cheapest. So you just wanna move it to a better realm, right? Instead of just selling it, for example, let's say here on this realm for like maybe 9k or 10k, right? So that's pretty much my entire strategy for it, right? And believe me, when there's very few people on the auction house, and there's a guy that wants the pet, most people don't really care to pay either 10k or 20k if they really want the pet. Like, that's not really an issue, right? It's just mostly about finding the buyer, the buyer, and the buyer will come when he comes, right? So it's not really a like the goal. The way you should be thinking is not be like, well, I'm just gonna like, post it cheaper because it's gonna sell faster, because it's most of the times it's really not gonna sell faster, and the gold per hour is gonna be absolutely like super bad, right? So yeah, that's my that's my entire advice for this farm. So anyways, yeah, that's it pretty much, right? I hope you found this video useful. If you found this video useful, please consider dropping a like and also subscribing for more videos like this in the future, right? So yeah, that's all. I hope you have a good day and see you in the next one.